Hey dreamers, welcome to Writing Wednesdays with Lex. Today's topic is PCOS and infertility. If you see me looking down, I have my handy dandy notebook, so I won't be all over the place. But in May of 2017, I was diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome, which is also known as PCOS. My wife and I have been trying to conceive for about 2 years now. We have a separate video coming to talk about our TTC journey, but tonight is just discussing my diagnosis. So when we first started TTCing, all of the lab work and well, basically all of my lab work, the numbers, I was told that the numbers look great, and I did have growing follicles, so there was no issue as to why I shouldn't, get pregnant. So in what I did say in May, we went for our 12-day scan, and the nurse that did that scan, she's a PRN. She's not a regular nurse at the practice that we go to. I guess she just comes in occasionally when they need her. But she explained to us that she only comes in maybe 2 or 3 times a week, or maybe 2 times, because she has younger kids, so she's not there all of the time. She only comes when they need her. So she explained to us that she would be the one that's doing our 12-day scan. So at the 12-day scan is when they're able to tell how big your follicle is. They'll determine when and if we're going to proceed with insemination, or how long they want that follicle to continue to grow, all of that stuff. So she said I had one follicle that was measuring at a 15. They want the number size to be 18 to 22. So she's like, she wanted to let that follicle grow a little bit more, because they grow to, I don't know the terminology, they grow 2 mm's a day. So she basically wanted to do another scan on day 14. So after she told me that, well, after she told us that I had the one follicle that was growing at 15, she's like, and the rest of these are cysts. So I'm thinking my worst fear has come true. All I could think of, and the same thought was going through my wife's mind, was, why didn't anyone tell us this before today? So I follow sorry y'all, I'm nervous. This is the first one, so the first one will be out the window. I follow a lot of women in TTC groups on Facebook, and a lot of women that are TTCing on Instagram, and majority of the women that I follow have had issues with conceiving because they all have PCOS. So that just made the situation worse. Like, when she told us that, I automatically, like, the tears started falling while I was laying down while she was checking the follicles. So so I don't remember anything that she said past the fact that she said you have PCOS. The only thing that I do remember her saying is that she wanted me to come back on day 14 to see if that follicle had grown, and she would know from day 14 whether we were going to proceed with insemination or if we were going to sit out this cycle. So she did say if we proceeded with insemination on day 14, well, not day 14, but if we were to proceed with insemination and it did not work, that they would up my dosage. At this point, I was taking 2 pills, 2 Femira in the morning, because I wanted my wife to be a part of it. So it made more sense to take the Femira in the morning right before we both left for work. At night I would have forgotten, so it made more sense to do it in the morning. So she said if we chose to proceed with insemination, they will up the dosage from 2 pills to 3. So we went back on day 14, and I was told that the 15 grew to an 18. So this nurse that did this scan is a regular nurse at this practice. So she said, well, we want to take a look at your previous scans to make sure that this is an actual follicle and not a cyst. So we waited for about say about 15-20 minutes, and she came back and told me that it was a hemorrhagic, I think that's how you say it, cyst. So she suggested that this cycle, well, that cycle, we cycle out. From how PCOS was explained to me, is that your ovaries are filled with cysts, you have irregular periods and irregular ovulation. At this point, my cycles have been regular. We've been testing, my ovulation has been regular, so I didn't have any of the signs of PCOS. So we cycled out, and things were not getting any better, because like I did say, I do follow a lot of women on social media that are in TCC, and now a lot of the women that, well, some women that have PCOS have gotten their BFPs, but a lot of the other women that are TCCing, everybody is now pregnant. So it's like I'm genuinely happy for these ladies, and congratulations on everybody that's receiving their BFPs. But in the back of your mind, you can't help but think, okay, when will it be my turn? So all of the pregnancy announcements are, I mean, they're wonderful, but at the same time they are depressing. So that is my PCOS story. And if anybody has also been diagnosed with PCOS, please leave your comments down below. Tell me your story, if you have received your BFP, or if you are still struggling. We are not alone. And until next time, guys, I will see you guys later.